Today, we will discuss the top 10 foods that can harm your heart. Understanding this is crucial because cardiovascular disease is the leading cause of death globally, claiming around 18 million lives each year, which is twice as many as cancer. Cardiovascular disease encompasses heart attacks and strokes, both caused by factors like insufficient oxygen to the heart or blood clots in the brain. While there's broad consensus that our diet and lifestyle significantly contribute to these issues, there's disagreement about which specific foods are problematic. Understanding why certain foods impact heart health is crucial. Cardiovascular disease, primarily caused by damage to blood vessels due to inflammation and oxidative stress, can be triggered by insulin resistance. This condition is often linked to excessive sugar consumption and processed oils. Therefore, focusing on foods that promote inflammation, oxidative stress, and insulin resistance is vital for maintaining heart health and preventing cardiovascular issues. Now let's proceed to the top 10 foods that can harm your heart. Number 10. Rice. Rice isn't as bad as some other foods we'll talk about, but it can still cause issues because of its carbs. Carbs come from plants and turn into glucose into our bodies, which is also known as blood sugar. When we eat something sweet, it's usually made of sugar, which is a mix of glucose and fructose. Complex carbs, like those in rice, are just long chains of glucose called starch. Starch is all glucose, so it raises blood sugar and triggers insulin release to use glucose for energy. This is okay in moderation, but eating too much carbs all the time can lead to insulin problems. In the past, people could eat rice without issues because they had simpler diets and were more active. Nowadays, our diets with lots of processed foods and sugars can cause insulin resistance. Number 9. Bread. Food number 9 on the list of heart-damaging food is bread, especially gluten-containing bread. Many people opt for gluten-free alternatives thinking they're making a healthier choice. However, gluten-free options often substitute starches like rice flour or tapioca, which still break down into glucose, impacting blood sugar and insulin levels similarly to regular bread. Additionally, bread, especially wheat-based bread containing gluten, is associated with allergies and gut health issues, which can contribute to inflammation and ultimately cardiovascular problems. Number 8. Alcohol. While natural in small amounts, it can be detrimental in excess. Our bodies have enzymes to process alcohol, but overwhelming the liver with excessive alcohol consumption can lead to fatty liver disease. This condition, once associated primarily with alcoholics, is now commonly seen in non-alcoholic individuals due to excessive fructose consumption akin to alcohol and how only the liver can process it. Therefore, moderation is key when it comes to alcohol consumption to avoid liver-related health issues and insulin resistance. Among alcoholic beverages, distilled liquors like gin, vodka, whiskey, rum, and cognac are preferable as they are sugar-free. Wine, while fermented and lower in residual sugar compared to grapes, still contains some sugar. Beer, on the other hand, is made from grain and malt, contributing more carbohydrates and sugars. Mixed drinks, often containing added sugar, are least favorable choice among alcoholic beverages. Number 7. Ultra-processed foods. While natural whole foods like meat, nuts, eggs, fish, vegetables, tubers, and fruits are beneficial, when these foods are excessively processed, chopped, dried, pulverized, added with preservatives, chemicals, artificial flavorings, and seed oils, they become ultra-processed. In the United States, 73% of the calories consumed are from ultra-processed foods, as this trend is increasing globally. Ultra-processed foods are problematic for several reasons. They are often high in sugar, toxic chemicals, preservatives, and flavor agents designed to make them addictive. Additionally, they frequently contain seed oils, including hydrogenated versions, which are detrimental to health. These oils are used to stabilize the food and prolong its shelf life, but lack essential nutrients due to harsh processing methods. Consequently, while people consume ample calories, they lack essential nutrients, leading to overeating and metabolic issues. Number 6. Fast foods. Fast food, a subset of ultra-processed foods, is particularly concerning. Despite appearing like regular foods with meats, buns, vegetables, and condiments, fast food often contains sugary buns, seed oil-based dressings, and starchy fried items cooked in unhealthy oils. This combination contributes to poor metabolic health, insulin resistance, and metabolic syndrome as the body struggles to process these heavily processed and nutrient-deficient foods. Number 5. Seed oils. Seed oils, also called vegetable oils, are extracted from plants but differ greatly in nutrition and processing. Oils like soybean, canola, and corn oil are rich in omega-6 fatty acids, which can be harmful in excess compared to omega-3s. The process to extract these oils involves intense heat, pressure, and chemicals, leading to oxidation and rancidity. Manufacturers further refine them with bleaching and deodorizing, resulting in tasteless oils that last long but lacks nutrients. On the other hand, extra virgin olive oil is gently extracted from olives, retaining nutrients and flavor. Coconuts, also high in fat, yield oil with gentle pressure. Cold pressing can also produce healthier canola oil. These minimally processed oils are better for better health compared to heavily processed seed oils due to their natural properties. Number 4. Fried foods. Moving on to fried foods, the problem isn't just frying itself but also the type of oil used. Most fried foods are cooked in heavily processed vegetable oils, which are prone to getting damaged when reused and reheated multiple times. This process of damage leads to the oils becoming rancid and causing oxidative stress in our bodies. However, if you occasionally fried something using table oils like lard, tallow, or coconut oil, which are saturated and resistant to oxidation, is not as harmful. Number 3. Margarine. Margarine, despite some improvements, still possess issues as it's often made from the same unhealthy oils we've discussed. Even if they claim to use olive oil, it's usually not the extra virgin but a more processed version. Margarine undergoes hydrogenation to become spreadable, and this process can create trans fat, which are very harmful to our cellular health and can interfere with the function of mitochondria, the energy powerhouse of our cells. Number 2. Donuts. Donuts encapsulate many of the unhealthy factors we've talked about. They're packed with sugars, starch, gluten, fried in unhealthy oils, and loaded with additives and artificial flavors. While sugar is considered the worst offender due to its widespread use, addictive nature, and negative impact on metabolic processes like fatty liver formation, insulin resistance, and inflammation. And lastly, number 1, sugar. The main problem I want to talk about is sugar. Donuts are bad too, but sugar is the worst because it's everywhere. It has no nutrients, messes up our body function, and is addictive. Half of sugar is fructose, which can make our liver fatty and hard to resist. Unlike some foods that make us feel full, sugar doesn't, so we can easily drink lots of sugary drinks like soda. It's in many processed foods, causing inflammation, stress, and insulin issues. To be healthy, we need to know how sugar and other bad stuff affect us. Recognizing the impact of certain foods on our health is vital in combating cardiovascular disease, the leading global cause of death. Sugar, due to its omnipresence, lack of nutrients, and addictive properties, is especially harmful, contributing significantly to inflammation, oxidative stress, insulin resistance, and metabolic disorders. By choosing minimally processed foods and moderating sugar intake, we can take proactive steps to improve heart health and overall well-being.